Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Popsicle Games podcast, a podcast on the love of making and playing video games. This is your host, James, and I'm with my fellow co-founders of the studio, Eric and Jed, as usual.
Welcome.
Hello. Welcome
Hello.
to Mundanity. No, I'm just kidding. Our topic of today's podcast is the love of playing mundane activity games. So what is mundane activity games? We were trying to look for a better word for this yesterday, Jed, but I think we settled for mundane activity.
Yeah. Games about working. Yeah, games about real life jobs.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
farming,
Yeah.
driving, and construction.
Mm-hmm.
Things that I guess you would normally not do, but some people do. I mean, like I've seen some truckers who keep on playing Euro Truck Sim.
That's amazing. I would think that people who do this thing for a living would rather not play the
Not
same
do their
thing.
work,
For leisure
Yeah.
or for entertainment. That's amazing.
I guess they just love it. But before we get into the topic, let us start with what we are playing. Eric, what have you been playing this week?
This week, I've been playing a lot of, been playing different games lately, but I mostly spend my time on mobile games.
Okay.
I got addicted to the Dash Hero
Dash Quest Heroes.
Dash Quest
Yeah.
Heroes.
Dash Quest. Yeah.
Dash Quest was one of our assignments.
Yeah,
for the week.
for assignments.
But it's a good game to play. I've been playing it also.
Mostly mobile games.
Mostly mobile. That's cool. Okay. Speaking of mobile, this week I've been playing a lot of a mobile game as well. Besides Dash Quest, I've been playing Transit King Tycoon.
What?
Transit King Tycoon. It's
On the mobile?
On the mobile, yeah. I know it's addicting because I never play when I'm in the bathroom, but now I can't stop playing it. Everywhere I go.
It has turned into a bathroom
Yeah,
game.
it does. Bathroom game, dining room game, bedroom game, everything, everywhere game. It's basically it's a tycoon game, and you manage like a bunch of trucks, and you're supposed to like fulfill orders from different towns have different requirements for their orders, and you just like ship things to them from point A to point B, and some items require certain raw materials. Say you're making say one town needs like 4 tons of pots, and to make a pot you need clay and gravel. So you need to collect the clay and gravel for them to make the pot, and then the pot you deliver to the town. So it's basically like Anno.
It's
if
like
you've played Anno.
but you're playing truck dispatcher.
Yes, exactly. And I love it. I love it so much.
Okay.
There's like different trucks. You build the roads, so you can like optimize the roads, so make it shorter or whatever. There is also a bus, but basically it's instead of an item, it's just people.
You just ship people around.
You ship people around, but you need a specific vehicle for that. So, yeah. I've been playing that for the past few days. It's really good. That's Transport King Tycoon. Mobile game available for both Android and iOS.
I don't think we can ever get enough of the supply chain
Yeah.
games. Different kinds of supply chains.
For the longest time, I've been looking for a good mobile analog for Anno, and I think I found it.
Wow, what is this game called again?
It's Transport King Tycoon.
Transit. It's
Transit. Sorry, Transit King
Transit
Tycoon.
King Tycoon.
Transit King Tycoon.
Ooh.
It's really good. I can invite you guys so we can be friends and we can send like stuff to each other, I guess.
Okay, let's see what's going on there.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a try.
Oh.
So that's me. And Jed, what have you been playing, sir?
Okay, I did try a bit of Dash Quest as well, although I did not get past the second level. This is the Dash Quest, by the way, not Dash Quest Heroes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Heroes is the
original
newer one.
Yeah, that's the newer one, right? And I did. yeah, I didn't get to play that one much.
Okay.
I saw that they added some things like you can change lanes. You get like you have limited control over where you're walking, something like that you don't really get in the first game. Anyway, yeah, Dash Quest, very very cool game. But anyway, I've been playing on my Vita because sometime last month the Nonary games went on sale. It's a visual novel series, and I've been playing the first one, 999.
Okay.
I actually played this one back when it was out on the DS, but it's been a while. Like it's been a few years, and I got the collection for Vita, and I played through the first game again. And
The Nonary games are like the escape the room style
yeah.
game.
It's like a Saw themed
Saw the movie.
anime style. Yeah, so you're trapped inside. You and a bunch of other strangers are trapped inside
Mhm.
a location. Like in the first game, it's a cruise ship, which has been modified with
Death traps.
death traps and puzzles. The gameplay itself is normal escape the room fare. Like you just have to explore wherever you're in, open all the closets, figure out the puzzles. Mostly letter and number puzzles,
Okay.
stuff like that. But I think the big draw there is the story itself. It's more of a visual novel, and it does have a lot of branching paths and multiple endings.
And it's meant to be played over and over.
Yeah, and it's actually tied to the theme in a really clever way that you play through different outcomes, and the paths branch in different ways depending on how you chose to do things earlier in the story. And they make it easy for you to explore the different paths. There's like a flow chart in the game. So you can effectively rewind to a previous decision point and play on from there.
Okay.
And like you can make your decision and then skip ahead and see how that decision plays out much later.
Oh, that's
as long
cool.
as you've seen what happens in between.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very easy to eventually get to the true ending.
So wait, there's a true ending, like a proper ending.
Yeah, that's how it works. First you play through the game, and then most likely you're going to get one of the bad endings. And then you play through it again, now equipped with what you know happened.
Okay.
And you make different decisions, and then you get another bad ending.
Okay.
And then you play through it again, and you
So,
get another bad ending.
You're guaranteed to keep on getting the bad endings until you find the quote unquote right ending.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, it's uncanny that I encountered the bad endings in exactly the same order that I did when I played this game back on the DS. I've forgotten everything about it. I played through it again, and my natural decisions just led me to the same bad endings.
So there's still a chance in your first try you will get the right ending.
No, not really. And there's something with the story that ensures that you're going to get the bad endings first.
Okay.
Okay.
So you really have to keep on playing it.
Yeah. It's very satisfying once you figure out what's going on and what you need to do to avoid the bad crap that happens to the characters.
How long does it take to finish a game?
Probably if you play through it straight, 4 hours the first time through, and then you can just skip around subsequent playthroughs. So maybe 30 minutes to an hour after that. If you want to complete everything, I would say you'll be done in 6 to 7 hours, maybe.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
And is this a trilogy or?
Yeah, it is. It is a trilogy. This is the first one, 999. I forget what it stands for, like 9 people, 9 rooms, something like that, 9 doors. There's a second one, Virtue's Last Reward.
Okay.
And then there's a third one that I forget what it's called. And I think they wrap up the story there.
On the third one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And why do they call it the Nonary games? Is it the name of the series or?
Yeah, I need to Google that word if it's an actual word.
Yeah, is it really a word?
But well, as far as the first game is concerned, the number 9 plays a big role in pretty much all the puzzles that you encounter. That thematically it revolves around that number. It's pretty clever actually.
Okay.
If you see how they insert like the number 9 and how useful it is.
Okay.
It's weird, but it's very mathy arithmetic.
Okay. For math
Yeah.
nerds, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get to exercise your addition skills by playing this game.
Really? So
Yeah.
there's a lot of math puzzles.
Yeah, there's a bit. There's
Okay,
a bit
okay,
of math.
okay.
It even comes with an in-game calculator.
Whoa.
Just,
okay. Wow.
just to help
Alright.
you out with that. But it's mostly addition.
I don't think it's the game for me then. All right, that's cool. Okay, so that's what we've been playing for the week, and now let's get into the topic, which is the mundane activity games, work sims, simulators, anything with something simulator. I guess could fall into this category.
Job simulator.
Job simulator, construction farming simulator.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did we get introduced with these kinds of games? With the simulators.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it started with maybe Eurotrip
Eurotrip.
Simulator.
The first time I heard about Eurotrip was from one of the podcasts. I think it was Gamers with Jobs. And they talked about it a lot when the game launched.
Yeah.
I think it was 2013, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't believe it that they were saying, oh, this game is like super good, super relaxing, super chill. But it's at the same time super engaging that you can't stop playing it. So I was intrigued. I tried it. And yeah, I'm still hooked to it right now, actually. I play it a lot.
It's very fun.
Eurotruck and the I don't know if you call it the sequel, but American Truck Simulator, which is by the same developer. It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I played a lot of it back then as well. Just driving it's a very pleasurable experience in Eurotruck. They managed to get it. I guess they managed to get it right. Being a relaxing activity, while at the same time making you feel like you're not just wasting your time.
Yeah.
I guess because you're shipping stuff and you're earning.
Yeah.
And you can upgrade your truck with all sorts of crap.
Yeah.
You can hang stuff from your windshield and put stuff in the
dash.
Yeah, on the dash.
Yeah.
And add lights.
And what's strange, I mean, it's not strange, but there's a difference in Euro Truck and American Truck in terms of what you can put on the dash. Because I think in America, there is the anti-distraction law.
They have that.
Oh, so
So
you can't put crap on the
You
on the dash?
can't put anything on the windshield, so that's illegal. So you can put some things, but not directly in front of you or on the windshield itself.
Oh, okay.
While in Euro Truck, you can go crazy. You can put badges, put the bobbleheads and whatever.
Yeah.
So they look more like jeepneys.
Yeah, even the thing, I don't know what that's called, the rug or whatever on top.
Oh, yeah, you can put that thing like
Yeah,
the
Small curtains.
Yeah, the small curtain.
small curtains.
with the feet or whatever you call it. I don't know.
God bless our trip.
Yeah. So yeah, how about Eric? What got you into these kinds of games?
Does The Sims count?
The Sims.
Yeah, that's
That I would say yes.
Because I've played a lot of The Sims way back.
Which
everyday
part?
life.
The Sims 1.
One. All right.
And,
Classic.
Maybe about almost all the expansions. I think I have it.
Wow.
Yeah, I played
okay.
Sims. And it's very tedious. I don't know which part has got me addicted to the game. But the reward system, the fact that you can find a job and then use the money that you earn to like buy stuff and expand your house.
Yeah.
Buy furnitures. It's I got hooked on that part.
Yeah. There's a certain magic with The Sims that it's on paper it's weird that okay you're gonna play a game that basically you simulate life.
Yeah.
But once you're there, once you're playing, you can spend hours just getting to your job, making sure you're healthy, making sure your bladder is empty and you're not hungry, and you can keep on doing that for an extended period of time.
Yeah, just watching your sim do everyday stuff, like watching your sim watch TV.
Yeah, yeah. Watch TV, engage or interact with other people.
Yeah, make friends.
Sometimes dance.
Dance. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. Yeah.
So, was there any particular part of The Sims that you liked better? Like, was it the simulation part, or the decorating, or the home customization?
Probably the simulation part, because I remember back then I tried to experiment, like, what if I had a different career?
Oh.
So I kind of impersonated my life with my character, and then named my neighbors after my neighbors, my friends after my friends.
Okay.
So it's kind of my life simulation.
Life simulator.
Wow,
Then I
never
tried
really
to be a
that.
professor. I tried to be a bus driver.
Ooh, nice.
I tried different jobs.
Okay.
I think for me, I don't know which Sims is that, but I wanted to be an astronaut. One of the Sims. I think
Yeah,
it was
like you
3.
have to be in the Air
3 or 2,
Force.
yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
So I tried, like what Eric did. Like, what if I want to be an astronaut, and then you have to follow a certain career path, and it's cool.
Yeah, it's nice that you can set your own goals in that game. Like you can just play with the goal of making your Sim's life miserable, and that will be okay.
Yeah, that too. Or
Have-
pick fights and stuff.
Yeah, pick fights, having them live in a really crappy home,
Well-
really gross.
What I don't like about The Sims is when you have having a relationship is cool, but having a kid really makes it difficult. Like you have to manage a lot more.
Oh yeah.
That's why I avoid having a kid in The Sims.
Well, just like in real life.
Yeah,
wanna
I
see it,
remember
I wanna see
it made no sense to me back then. That how come my Sims are never getting any sleep because they have the crib in the room with them and they keep waking
Yeah,
up and
exactly.
this is shit. I wish I never did this.
Yeah, and then everything gets affected. Your work,
Yeah, everything
social
gets-
life. I guess just like in real life. Oh man, I didn't want to say it, but I guess it's true. So yeah, we've been talking about why are we so interested in The Sims? But yeah, in general, what makes us keep coming back and playing these games? These supposedly mundane activity games.
Well, for me, number one, because it's relaxing. It's not stressful.
Yes, I agree.
Like, for example, Stardew Valley. I played like dozens of hours of the games,
Yeah.
enjoying planting, watching my
Right,
crops
yeah.
grow,
Speaking of mundane games,
waiting
Valley.
for the snow,
Yes.
Yeah.
catching fish. And
Yeah.
it's relaxing in a way.
I guess that's a big part of the reasons why or one of the big reasons why we play the game is these kind of games it's relaxing.
There's no pressure.
There's no pressure. You're in a different state of mind whenever you play these games. Eurotrip also again is another example. Even in American Truck, both truck simulators are super relaxing for me. I even like if I take a long trip or a long delivery that could take in real life an hour and a half. I could just sit there and drive and just go on for
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just drive and watch the scenery.
watch
and
the scenery.
Ideally, listen to something.
Yeah,
Like, listen to a podcast or listen to some music
Yeah.
that you like.
Right?
Just relax.
just
It's a
relaxing.
very relaxing game.
And it's even more relaxing now that I bought a racing wheel with a shifter, so it's not okay. It doesn't get that boring now because you have to manage the gears. Whenever there's like a hill, you have to make sure that you go in a lower gear whenever you're going uphill, so that you don't lose too much speed.
Right, right.
So that makes it more interesting for me. But even though when I was playing on a gamepad, it was still very interesting, very engaging, and again very relaxing because the inputs are the game. They really made the game playable for both controller or a wheel.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one more reason why we like to play these games is because it allows us to see an aspect of work that we don't normally do.
Yeah, that's correct.
Like even for truck driving, just the act of learning how to park a trailer.
Yeah.
It's very engaging.
Yeah.
How to turn your truck just right so that the trailer, I don't know, it shoots into the
proper clearance. and stuff.
proper clearance. It's interesting to find out what other people go through in their jobs.
Yeah.
Euro Truck Simulator is one thing. Farming Simulator is another. They have so many cool toys to play with.
Yeah.
The tractors.
That's a good point. It's like I mean, for me, the satisfaction there is getting to do that that you'll never be doing in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Experiencing that.
Experiencing
thing.
those things.
With less effort too.
Yeah, with also less effort.
Yeah, less effort.
Monetary investments.
Yeah. Instant.
Yeah.
You can see how it goes.
And again another factor there is the toys. It's like when you were a kid and you have all these tractors and trucks.
Yeah.
And you'd play with them. Imagining driving a truck, and now you're doing it for real.
I don't think I ever appreciated how cool tractors were until I started playing Farming Simulator.
Yeah, when you actually see them.
Yeah, you actually see it. You can attach all sorts of things.
Yes.
To the back, and then you have to attach a counterbalance to the front so that your tractor is tip backwards.
Yeah,
wow, they thought about that.
Yeah,
very cool.
Cool, yeah, it's super cool. What else? What else makes us keep on playing these games?
Well, there's the dream, of course, like Flight Simulator. People want to learn how to fly.
You're right.
I think this is one thing that I've been attempting before Euro Truck. I've tried some Flight Simulator games. I never really got into them because they were so hard to learn. But I wanted to experience, like, how does it feel to fly a plane, especially a small plane?
Mm-hmm.
What's the experience of just taking off and landing somewhere else? Navigating, using your equipment or your tools.
Yeah, I remember I asked my parents to buy me Flight Simulator. I think it was 97. They bought it. I opened the box and you have the CD. I was wondering, why is it so heavy? So I opened the box, you have the CD, and then like a thick, very thick manual, like a textbook that you have to read. I tried reading it. So 97, I was like a teenager. I said, oh my god, fuck this shit. I don't have the patience. So I just turned it on, tried to fly, and like 5 minutes after I crashed.
It's so hard to learn.
Yeah, because it's so hard, that now growing up, learning the proper techniques and procedures, especially again in Truck Simulator, now that I have the wheel with the shifter, it was nice that I get to learn something new.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because in the simulator, of course, you want to if you want to play it right, you have to do things right in the game to properly simulate and immerse yourself on doing driving the truck properly, shifting correctly.
Yeah.
I guess that's one of the reasons for me. I also want to learn something new, especially if it's a vehicle simulator.
That is true. Like learning something new, or I would like to say learning how something works.
Learning how something works.
Especially recently, we've gotten these crazy games like PC Building Simulator and what's that? Car Mechanic Simulator. I've seen some YouTube videos of that, and it's crazy. You can put together a transmission piece by piece, like down to the individual screws. It's very fascinating seeing how everything comes together and how it all works.
So you can tear it apart and then put it.
Yeah,
back
exactly.
Wow. Just like World of Guns. It reminds me.
Yes, World of Guns.
Each screw, each spring.
You can test fire it, and you can see exactly
So
how
you can dismantle the gun.
You can dismantle the gun.
Yeah. And then you can like view a cross section of the gun with an X-ray feature, and you can fire it in slow motion, so you see how everything inside moves. How like I don't know how you would describe this, like how the auto fire works.
The blowback.
Yeah, the blowback,
Yeah.
the gas.
Yeah,
how
yeah.
the gas moves around and
Pushes the slide.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
It's cool. So
Engineering.
in Cars Mechanic Simulator, once you put the parts together, can you like drive it also?
You could, yeah. You can drive the car. I don't know how accurate the simulation
okay.
is. And I would have liked like a similar X-ray view, so you can see what's going on, like while you're shifting gears or when you're braking or something. But I don't know if they have that. I wish they do.
Okay. Playing these games, did you guys what have you guys done to make the game more immersive for these type of mundane activities? Because since simulators, you could go as like, for me, I bought a wheel.
You mean other than buying a steering wheel?
Buying a steering wheel.
The pedals.
And the pedals. It was weird, okay. I remember, I don't know why, because I think I know why. I was playing a lot of Elite Dangerous during the summer.
Right, yeah.
And it was basically in Elite Dangerous. It's a space simulator, and you could either do combat or mining, but I like to haul stuff and do trading. So, but for some reason, I got tired of it, but I wanted to scratch that itch of hauling stuff. So I went back to Eurotrip Simulator, played it, and I said, okay, I think I want a better experience. So I watched a lot of reviews on different racing wheels. And this was before my second kid came out. Even after he came out, I kept on watching the review videos.
Wow, okay.
My wife called me out and said, you keep on watching all these review videos but never buy one.
So you went.
So I went and bought.
Oh my God! You called her bluff.
It's almost 1 month and you've been watching all these videos.
Backfire.
Then I bought one, but no, it was a good decision. It's expensive, but it's a really good investment, especially when playing Euro Truck, because it makes the game better. Really feel better, by 100% better. So that's one of those things I did. Make it more immersive.
I don't think I've ever done anything like that. I play these games with the controller usually. So nothing really drastic in terms of input. Maybe the most I've done is put on a headset.
Put it on a headset. Okay.
That's it. I don't know what else to say.
Okay. Yeah, it's mostly controller inputs.
Yeah.
I bought also. That's why I have a HOTAS. For those who don't know what the HOTAS is, it's basically the joystick with the thruster. Usually for space sims or airplanes and flight sims and combat flight sims. So I bought one because I was really into Arma 2 5-6 years ago. Because I wanted to fly a helicopter. So that's why I bought it. At the same time, my cousin from the States was coming home. So I asked her to buy a Track IR for me. So for Track IR, for those who are not aware, it's basically a head tracker. You wear something on your head. There is an infrared camera mounted on your monitor, basically like a webcam. And it tracks your head. Because the thing that is mounted in your head is shiny. So
yeah, I think it's like kind of like a reverse Wiimote, right?
Yeah, basically
like
that's it. During that time, VR wasn't even feasible yet, so that was the best thing that you could do instead of having VR. It's like head tracking, either that or you have a triple monitor setup.
Oh yeah, the triple
Yeah.
monitor. I've done none of those things.
I'm kind of tempted now. Okay, right now I'm super into racing sims. So I'm kind of tempted in like having a proper rig for racing now.
Oh, okay. You know,
because
like the seat.
The seat
Oh
and
my
things to mount my
God.
wheel so stuff doesn't move around because that's my main problem right now. My stuff moves around, especially the pedals if I brake too hard.
Right.
My seat has wheels on it, so I get pushed back and it kind of kills it for
So
me.
no wonder people have all of this paraphernalia for racing games, because once you get one, you have to get everything. Apparently.
Yeah. I mean, once you're in,
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah.
drug, man. You can't stop.
Okay, yeah, maybe the most I've done is play something, play Spotify
Yeah.
in the background.
In the
While I was
background.
playing Eurotrip, just to get like a feel for the playing a radio. And that would be the most that I've done for simulation games. Can't think of anything else.
Well, I think Eric had a good example of in The Sims, naming the
Oh,
neighbors.
yeah,
Like
that's
it's real
right. yeah.
neighbors.
Within the game.
Yeah.
And exploring the possibilities. Yeah, I've never done that either. Like naming your Sims after real people. I don't know why I've never done that. Okay. Yeah.
In Stardew Valley, I named my dog Cookie, like my
Oh,
Real
like,
dog.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I do that a lot. Oh, you named your dog after your real
my
dog.
real dog. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's so much that you can do in terms for immersions. Either you buy the peripherals,
Mm.
buy VR,
Yeah.
or do the naming right, I guess, or name things or people after.
Yeah. Or try to recreate familiar things in the game. Yes.
Okay. But yeah, before we move on, there's one more peripheral that I found for farming simulator. It's basically a wheel, a pedal, and a button box.
Okay.
So you can, and like a small joystick, so you can control if there's like a crane or something, you can control it over there.
Okay.
And all the
okay.
buttons you can use it for the tractor to lower stuff down or turn on the lights.
So it's
Wow.
basically built for farming simulator.
For farming simulator.
Crazy.
Kind of crazy.
For hardcore players.
Yeah, if you're really into that, no problem.
I also found a shifter for Eurotrip. You can buy a third-party shifter and put it on your existing shifter for the racing wheels. So
Okay.
if you're okay, truck sims or truck shifters are different because they could go as high as 18 gears.
Right.
So instead of having 18 gates to go through, what the trucks do are usually they have two switches that activate. So the first switch activates 1 to 6, 1 to 4, and then 5 to 8 or 9, and then
So like
So
there's
on
like
and so
a modifier
yeah.
that allows you to access the higher gear.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And you can buy something like that for your shifter for your computer. So if you really want the true experience, you could buy it for $200.
Wow.
$200.
What, that thing is $200?
It's $200. It is
Okay.
kind of expensive.
But it's
Yeah.
cheaper than getting a tractor.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true,
cheaper
that's
than buying a
true,
truck.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have to house it.
Yeah. You're right. I've seen also inputs or controllers for train sim.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. The train sim is pretty big, although I don't think any of us
Yeah,
is into train sim.
I'm not into trains.
But I've seen those cockpit views, and they have so much stuff
It's
going
crazy,
on.
yeah. It's nice to look at. Even the driving sims. I follow an account in Instagram that posts their different sim rigs. And it's really nice to look at. Usually, yep. It's usually the triple monitor setup with the chair, and then some of the chairs are I forget what they call it, but it moves around. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so you can feel the G-forces.
Mhm.
And of course, you have the wheel and then the shifter. It's really nice. One day, I dream of having my own sim rig.
Mm.
You could use it for truck sim. You could use it for racing. You could use it for flying.
Yeah, flight sims. That would be fun.
Yeah, especially in VR.
Yeah, VR.
Yeah,
That would be the
VR.
next step.
VR. It's too expensive right now, but hopefully someday.
Have you guys been to those playgrounds where they have these mechanical cranes made for kids?
Mechanical cranes.
Yeah, they have mechanical cranes where you can like
I've seen some of them.
lift sand and then bring it to
yeah.
a different place. Yeah.
In Canada.
That's fun.
Yeah, it is kind of. I tried it also.
So you can play with the crane?
Yeah.
It's a small crane,
Oh.
and then you have two levers.
Ooh.
And then one to make it go down and one to make it go up.
Because it's built on top of sand.
Yeah.
So you can dig through
Oh,
the
you
sand.
can dig.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
What is this fascination with
Heavy equipment.
heavy equipment?
Yeah.
We need a proper construction simulation.
There
game.
is construction simulator.
I've seen it. I'm not sure how
Two-
good it is.
2 is coming out. Okay, let's talk about the games now. Enough of the peripherals.
Yes. Could we get like something with a jackhammer?
Construction Simulator 2 is coming out,
Okay.
made by the same developers of Bus Simulator 18.
Okay.
By the way, I'm also playing Bus Simulator 18.
Okay.
Um,
I'm googling this now.
and Construction Simulator 2, there is co-op. We can play that. So one can control the crane. One can, I think, control the cement mixer.
Ooh.
So I don't know when it's
okay.
coming. When is it coming out?
Let's see.
Is there a release date?
Yeah, let me see. I don't see anything here. Yeah, I'll mention it if I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's coming out soon. I
Soon,
guess they have
yeah.
some videos. There's one here that was published 3 days ago.
Oh.
Coming to consoles and PC.
Hmm.
Construction Simulator 2.
Yep.
With
How
original.
come it's already available on iOS?
Oh, okay.
They have it on iOS already.
Oh, yeah, it says here, ranked
Ah.
number 1 for the iPad and iPhone
Wow.
in 25 countries. Wow.
Wow. Okay. That's cool.
Licensed
should try it.
vehicles from Caterpillar.
Yes.
And Kenworth.
Yes. Kenworth the truck. Oh my god. Yes. I now all know these brands because of the truck simulators.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I watch TV and they have scenes where trucks get hijacked.
Mhm.
It's funny because now you can
You
recognize
can
the
recognize
truck.
it's either a
Yeah.
Peterbilt,
Yeah, that's a nice Volvo.
a Kenworth, a Volvo. I'm driving a Mercedes in a Eurotrip.
It's very distracting. Like, yeah, recognizing all the trucks.
Yeah. Okay, so what are the notable games? Out there right
Eurotruck. Yeah,
Eurotruck.
Definitely Eurotruck.
I think it's one of the few games that started, or what? Yeah, it's the first game that started the whole simulation trend.
I would say it's the game that made people start taking these games seriously.
Yes.
Because we had simulation games before this, but it was always kind of a joke.
Yeah.
And you remember how all the titles look the same? The thin italicized
The font,
bold
yeah.
font.
Yeah.
The bus simulator, driving simulator, street cleaning simulator.
Yes.
Which is a real thing, by the way. And then this game came out, Euro Truck Simulator, and everyone had fun with it.
Mm.
And other games started coming out
Yeah.
that, took, I guess, applied the same philosophy to it.
Yeah. It was nice that, especially for me, that trying Euro Truck Simulator like broadened my horizons for this genre in particular. Like, if you would tell me I would be playing this game, these kinds of games 10, 15 years ago, I wouldn't believe you. But now, look at me. I'm buying all these peripherals, making it more immersive, and loving the experience. So it's strange. I mean, even my wife laughs at me. Like, what are you doing? Why are you playing this game? You're driving a truck, wearing your stupid hat. Bought this expensive racing wheel just to drive a truck. But once you're there, it's really hard to explain. Especially with the force feedback. Okay, talking about the wheel again. The first time I launched the game with the wheel, I turned on the truck and then felt the idling vibrations on the wheel.
Oh, so
I
you
was
can feel the engine.
You
through
can
the
feel it. I
wheel.
was like,
That's
oh my
cool.
god, this is so worth it. Like, whenever I rev the engine, you can feel it vibrate faster.
That is
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So it's those things, like bringing the immersion, I guess, and making it feel more realistic.
Right.
So that's Eurotrip. Farming Sim also did a good job.
Yeah, farming sim.
I started playing Farming Sim 2015. Now they have 2018, and then they're coming out with 2019 or 2020. I think they jump every 2 years, 2 to 3 years. That's also a well done game. It's not, you think it's like, oh, what's this, farming and stuff, but they have all the licensed vehicles. You need to do things correctly, like plowing the land, sowing the seed. And
Yeah, I think that's the big draw for me. Just seeing all the different real world equipment that you can play with. It's fascinating. These things actually exist. And people actually use these things for farming and, cutting down trees.
Stripping them.
All the different equipment that you can use for logging. It's fascinating. Like you use them in different ways depending on which thing you're sitting in. This is one thing that clamps onto a trunk with like giant claws. And there's a saw blade that comes out from underneath. And
I think this stems from us growing up watching Transformers.
Yeah, probably.
Most probably.
Love for weird giant machines.
Heavy machinery.
Yeah.
Robots.
Yeah, GoBots.
GoBots. No, let's not mention GoBots.
So wait, apparently the guys who made Construction Simulator 2 will also have a police simulator.
Police simulator. Okay.
And a firefighting simulator.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
That's cool.
I would play that.
Yeah.
How does that work? Police simulator? Do you just drive?
It says you experience the exciting day-to-day life of a U.S. police officer.
U.S. police officer. Do I get to shoot people?
I need to look this up.
Oh,
Police simulator. You just drive.
Yeah, okay. Let's change the genre, but well, not genre, but the type of game. But yeah, The Sims. I guess that again one of the more notable mundane activity games.
Right.
So it's so good. They made 3 more games with like 100+ DLCs.
Yeah, crazy. So many expansions for The Sims.
Yeah. And it's nice also, well, especially for The Sims, that it gets the female demographic playing video games. I guess it's almost like playing with Barbie, but you're doing it in the computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That fulfills that kind of fantasy.
Yeah, playing house.
Playing house, yes.
In other mundane activities, earlier I mentioned the one about building a PC and the car mechanic one, and then there's World of Guns, which is kind of glamorous because you're working with guns, but you're just putting them together and taking them apart. And then there's House Flipper.
House Flipper, the new hotness. House Flipper.
Yeah, House Flipper.
What is House Flipper?
What is House Flipper?
You buy a house and try to sell it.
Yeah, pretty
you
much.
fix
right?
it and you sell it.
That's what house flipping is.
You're being a fixer-upper. So you buy a crappy house,
Okay.
and then you fix it up, you clean it, you paint it, and then you flip it for a profit. And the enjoyable part is you actually get to do all of the cleaning. So you step into the house and it looks terrible. It looks like a crime scene. And you get to clean every inch of the house.
Wow.
And there's a weird satisfaction that comes from...
You're right. That same satisfaction
from introducing order to the chaos.
Yeah. That happens to me in Stardew Valley. Making sure your crops are all watered, or planting. I mean, it's like almost like meditation that you're so focused on something very simple, but you want it to be very in proper order, and make sure you're doing the right things.
Yeah.
So there's that meditative quality.
Because I think House Flipping has been a popular reality TV show.
I think so. Yeah,
There
I
have
think
been a
there's
lot of TV
show about
shows,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no wonder. No wonder.
There's so many. Okay, you know what? You can restore the house and you gain experience points, and you have stats like you can level up your
Okay.
painting skill
Okay.
so that you paint faster or you use up less paint.
Okay, you're
Oh,
more
so
efficient.
you fix it yourself, not hire
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
else.
you fix it
Ah,
yourself.
okay.
I appreciate games like those. Like they add. I mean, it's a mundane activity game, but they get to add gameplay elements to it or RPG elements.
Yeah, there's an RPG
Yeah.
quality to it.
Eurotrip does the same. You can level up, and
Oh,
every time you level up, you can put points into your skills. Either you haul different kinds of a particular type of like dangerous material, or
Yeah.
be more fuel efficient. That's my problem right now with the flight sims. That there's nothing close to something like Euro Truck that you do something. You start off small, try to level up
Yeah.
yourself, and then I wish a developer would make a game like that. Because
Yeah,
right now you have
Flight
X-Plane or
sims-
Flight Simulator. And
Yeah,
just-
they're hardcore, and there's very little like gamey content to it. It's just straight up sim.
yeah, that's right. For the purists.
How about the sports games?
Sports.
NBA, UFC.
You have there are the games about playing the sport itself,
Hmm.
and then there are the management
Oh,
games.
yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know much about either of those. I haven't played
Football Manager. I think
Yeah,
is
Football
one.
yeah.
Manager.
There is also a motorsport manager that I was kind of tempted to buy during the
Yeah,
sale.
Motor Man. Have you played any sports sims, Eric?
That what's the title of that boxing management game? They also released on mobile.
Was that the pixel?
Yeah, the
Ah.
pixel
one?
art game. Yeah, I played that one.
Yeah, I remember that.
I played a lot of sports games too. I played a lot of NBA 2K,
Right.
FIFA.
Oh, FIFA. Yeah.
Also
yeah.
UFC. I tried UFC. And wrestling WWF. WWE. Was it
WWE.
Yeah, okay.
I guess sports games are kind of in the gray area because I don't know. It's like, especially in professional sports, it's like too flashy nowadays. To call it even mundane. I mean, the training I guess would be mundane, but when you're there already, like if it's basketball for like NBA, when you're in the court already, it's like I don't know, it's too exciting to be
That's a
mundane.
matter of presentation, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if they had a laser light show every time that you pulled into the parking lot as a truck driver?
Okay. It's a good point. Why would they do that? I don't know, but that's a good point. I hope they would do that. You're right. I don't know.
How about SimCity?
Oh,
SimCity.
SimCity.
Yeah, you're basically managing a city, like a town or a city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I would call it more of a simulation or a software toy instead of like something that replicates a mundane activity. Because in many ways, I think it goes beyond what mayors actually do for the city.
Yeah,
It's like you're
Fight off an alien invasion.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have your
Surprise tornado.
engineering challenges. Especially if you've played City Skylines.
I've never
With-
played Cities.
Oh, it's really good. And with the DLC added on, they have DLC for simulating traffic. They have DLC for simulating the different flow of the city, like during daytime and nighttime.
Oh, so there's peak hours and
Yeah, exactly.
rush hour. I mean,
Yeah, and I
Whoa.
think there's one about seasons. Like things run differently in the winter compared to the summer, for
Oh,
example.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's you know, it's quite fascinating for us to be really excited for features that are like very real world,
Right. Yeah.
and then we get excited. Okay, like in City Skylines, there's like there's rush hour and the seasons and stuff. In Bus Simulator, I was so excited. Like, oh, you can again, like if it's peak, like or rush hour, you get more passengers. If you go in, you be on time with picking up people, you get more money and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really fascinating.
You know, in some ways, the ultimate expression of this mindset is Job Simulator, the game.
The VR game.
Yeah, have you seen the premise of that? Where it's the future and no one has to work anymore. And they came up with these exhibits so future people can learn how it used to be when
Back in the
people
day.
had to work and
Wow.
they needed to have jobs.
It's a nice idea.
Yeah.
So what kind of jobs do they do?
Oh wait, I'm looking at the Steam page.
I remember seeing a video like the staplers.
Yeah, so it's a weird, distorted recreation of real life. It's not really work. They just put you in an office environment with all the toys and hey, just do what you want. Play with the stapler. There's the office, and then I think you can be a barista, or you can serve hot dogs, stuff like that.
Okay.
But you do it in weird, funny ways.
Yeah, and it's weird that you need to have VR for you to appreciate
Oh, yeah.
the mundanity
That's right.
of it. All right. Okay. Yeah. So, I guess we've expressed our love for these mundane activity games. Any last words before we say our goodbyes?
Have you seen the copy for Construction Simulator
No.
2? Dig to your heart's content.
Yes. I'm buying it day one.
The popular sequel.
Construction Simulator
Dig to your
2.
heart's content.
Yes.
I'm so sold.
Yes, I think that's a good stopping point for the show. All right, so that is it for episode 2. Please leave us a rating and review on iTunes or anywhere you're listening from. If you have any questions or comments for the show, please email us at hello@popsiclegames.com. Check out our games on popsiclegames.com. We are on Twitter @popsiclegames. Facebook, please like us, facebook.com/popsiclegames. Again, please don't forget to leave a review and catch us next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.